students. Today I am here to present the chapter File Handling in Python. As you know, in Python it is very important to store the data permanently. So here we have a choice. We can store our data permanently in text file, binary file. Also you can use the CSV file. So what is the important role of all these files? We are going to learn it today. So we will start with the data file first of all, then how to open, how to close, how to work with the text file, then other errors, then we have binary and the CSV. So let's start the first lecture of this part 1 of the video. First of all, we have to discuss what is a file basically. A file is itself a bunch of byte. Bunch of byte means a group of byte that's stored on the storage device. You can say hard disk, floppy, CD. We have lot of devices so we can store the data. So whatever you are making, it is in the program file, but if you input the data like students data, your teachers data, or any other organization data, so you can store it as a in future purpose with the help of file. So here it help you with the help of program you can do this. First of all, we will discuss what is a data file. The data file are the file that store the data of your specific application in two ways. Number one, text file. Another is your binary file. So first we are going to discuss about the text file. As you can see here, a text file basically stores the information in the form of stream of ASCII, American Standard Code for Information Interchange, or Unicode character basically, the use which is the default for your programming platform. It means that if you are inputting your name, so it will convert it by the American Standard Code for Information Interchange, which help you, like if you are writing capital A, it will convert it into 65. It means how is it going to be done, because we are using ASCII code, or we have another option Unicode also, universal code, which is acceptable for every platform, every operating system. And if you're making a text file, it is by default ended with the end of line character. It helps you to find out the ending point of the text file. So in text file you can store any data, but whenever you're going to open it, it will show you in the form of text format. That is called basically a text file. Then we have here types of the text file. So we have here two types of text file: regular text file and delimited text file. In case of the regular text file, what does it means? We have here a file which extension is .txt basically. So notepad file is also extension txt. So whenever we are creating such kind of file, it can be opened directly in notepad, even wordpad also you can open the same supported text format. You can open it anywhere. So here delimiter text file means in such kind of file we have a special delimiter which separate the values, like in tab format you can separate the values, or comma, semicolon. It's up to you what the separator you are going to use it. The by default separator is a tab key in case of the delimiter text file. So when a tab character is used to separate the values, that is called TSV file, means tab separated values file. If tab key is there, if we have another kind of separator like comma, semicolon, then we can say if we have comma separated values, that is called, we said, comma separated values here. So here that is called CSV file. So you can see the example, overlook here, see the example. Regular text file, like a simple paragraph you are writing, simple text file having the extension .txt. But in case of TSV, there will be a tab key in between the values as a separator, and in case of the CSV file there will be the comma sign. Some set of file like .ni extension are the example of such kind of format, and RTF format also can be used with this kind of format like comma and tab key. So these are the example. So I hope you understood now. And in case of the, if you are talking about CSV file, nowadays we are using in the Google form. Whatever you are inputting in Google form, the data will be stored in CSV file, because it is basically separated by comma, so it is easy to store the data in case of CSV file. So now we are going to discuss the another kind is here of file, that is your binary file. So a binary file means, as per the name you can see, binary means 0 or 1, As you know, computer is a machine language. Computer always understand 0 or 1. So a binary file store the information in the form of stream or byte. A binary file contains information in the same format in which the information is held in the memory. Like whatever the information you store in the memory, that is the binary format basically. So whatever you will type in case of binary file directly will store in the binary format. It means there is no translation is required here because it directly stored the data in binary form. So if you are storing the data, if you are opening the file, it will be in the coded format, binary format. You can't understand it easily because it is a machine language. So in case of the binary file, it is very more secure than other files. So if you want to go for the differentiation here, you can see the diagram here which is given. The first part, text file, contain textual data and encoded as a character here. So textual data means text file में textual data होता है जो encoded as a character होता है. But in case of binary, we have a binary format. Second difference is here, in case text file, it can be read, opened with the text editor. You can easily see the data, but in case of the binary file, you cannot see the data directly. It is unreadable format. And what are the example where the text file should be used? Text file can be used for the web format like your HTML, CSS, XML, for the document like TXT, RTF, and for the source code also we are using the text file. But in case of the binary file, you are using in the images, videos, and the document files, we can use the binary files. So this is the basic difference between binary and the text file. Binary basically a best way to store the program. Why? Because binary file read by the people or need to be ported to the different type of system that can be easily possible. Now the next topic we are going to start, how to open and close the file. Whether is it a binary file or text file, we have to understand how to open and close. Whenever you are going to create a file, you have to open, at the end you need to close it. So today is the first part of the video. Only this video, this is the last slide. I'm going to explain now how to read the data, how to write, and how to append. But before doing it, read means if you want to create a file, so you have to go with the writing data. Writing means a new file you want to create. First you will enter the data in the program, then you are going to store it in the file like student files, that is called writing data. Reading data means file is created, now you want to display the content of the file. Content means the data which you have stored in the file, you can display it. Append data means if you want to add a new values in the existing file or you want to create a new file also, you can use the append data mode. Append means at the end of the file you are going to do the work. If file is already created, it will take at the end. If file is not created, so it will create and it will add a new data from the beginning at the first time. So now here you can see the syntax. Syntax means how to use the open function. For opening a file, whether you are going to create a file, whether you are going to display the file. So first you will write here file object name, then equal to open function, then bracket, you will write the file name and then the file mode. So by this way we can open a file particularly. So here you can see the example how to do this. My file, this is the name of the object, then open is a function, and in the bracket I have written the text file name. So Python will use the current working directory, like you are working in C drive, so it will look this file into the C drive. So open means if file is exist, it will be open. Otherwise, if not exist, then not open, because here we haven't written the mode of the file. Second argument is the mode of the file, means in which mode you are going to open the file, like read mode, write mode. Like you can see R is written here, R for the read mode and W for the write mode. So by this mode you can describe that you want to writing the data or you want to read the data. It depends on the user choice. So now in the next video we will learn how to do the program. Hopefully you like this video.